Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Kat Timpf Show. Today, my guest, very excited, Nick. Is it Di Paolo? I'm Polish.
Di Paolo.
Di Paolo.
Yeah, Di Paolo. Really, officially, it's Di Paolo.
Your Wikipedia says you are an American stand-up comedian, Emmy-nominated writer, actor, and radio host.
That's about right. I'm glad it's not Italian-American anymore. Thank God for that.
Oh, okay.
That was up there for years. I kept changing it. And I don't
Jesus.
understand Wikipedia, the whole concept.
I don't either. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry. I had such trouble getting here.
Why?
Because the Ubers kept listen to this. This is such an annoying dumb white bitch. The Ubers were taking too long, and it was too hot, so I couldn't walk. There's too many people here. There are too many people in the city.
That's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
I moved here in 1989, 90, and I was saying that.
Yeah, I feel like you should be allowed to pursue your acting dreams for 5 years.
You blame it on wannabe actors?
Yeah, and if it doesn't work out,
how about the fat fucking tourists that are walking 2 miles an hour?
Oh,
looking
Jesus!
Up at the Caroline's comedy sign like it's the fucking Statue of Liberty.
I know. Or okay, there's this on the way here, there was an old lady hobbling across the street, so I missed the light. It's listen, that it's going to take you longer than 10 seconds.
Oh, please. She's probably a migrant from Syria. Give her a break.
She's probably sweating to death in the sun. I'm I'm trying to get through in my Uber.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I moved to the suburbs years ago.
Yeah.
I lived here, though, for 12, 13 years in the city. But before Uber.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Uber so much better than just raising your hand? First of all, it's a lot cheaper than a yellow cab.
Yeah, well, because
I've never been raped in a yellow cab. That's all I
no,
know.
I've never been. No, neither have I. Because then you got to go out, you got to raise your hand, and then there's because of the reason.
What are you paralyzed? How hard is that?
It's very hard. And then you don't know if there's gonna be any, and then you don't know if if you forgot your credit. I don't know where my credit card is. I think I lost it last night, but I lost it in my apartment.
I heard you were drinking by yourself.
Hey, I didn't say by myself.
I know you didn't. I just assumed that, which is really wrong. Wait a minute. So, as opposed to how that I guess that is the question I'm asking. How is you have to, as far as Uber goes, you go on your phone and tell them where you're at?
You've never used Uber?
No, because I live in the suburbs.
Oh.
What the fuck? I hitchhike everywhere.
Yeah.
No, but how is that quicker than raising your hand?
Because
all the cabs are taken, you say.
They're always taken, and then, it's just, I'm looking for something with minimal, having to interact with other people.
Yeah, but Uber, Jesus, there's some psychos driving those. Did they even vet those people?
Yeah, I don't think they do.
It's like Obama and his refugees.
I don't think they do. Refugees, right. You got to come back on the show. It's really fun. You're on the Greg Gutfeld show a couple times, right?
I was going to say, what show are you talking about?
The Greg Gutfeld show, the show. Do you vote? Are you a voting guy?
I do vote.
Do you know who you're going to vote for?
Oh, yeah. Christ, yeah. Now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually voted for Cruz.
You did?
I did. You're a libertarian. So
yes,
how does that sit with you that I voted for Cruz? Is that good or bad?
It's fine. He's just very strange. My dad loves Cruz, but the social issues, I guess I don't really care, but...
People always bring up the social issues as or the religion is too much for them.
Right.
And I'm like, when's the last time you were fucking oppressed by a Christian?
Right, exactly.
How did it ever affect your life ever, you lying motherfucker?
Yeah, no, look.
I'm a Christian. That's how they talk.
I was going to say, I'm not claiming to be oppressed. I'm not religious, but it's just kind of I don't get that excited for somebody who is talking about being divine, God, this election's between good and evil.
I agree. That's where they lose me too. Here's why I gave my vote. Well, number one, I'm in the state of New York. It's not going to matter anyway, right? But I just felt out of all the people, he calls himself an outsider. People call him an outsider, but he was a senator, so he's still on the inside. Out of all the people on the inside that bust Obama's balls since he got in office.
Oops, that was my phone.
That was dainty. Cruz. So I felt I owed him. To me, he was the most principled and most consistent. Even though I'm not. Again, I'm not a real conservative. You know me. I talk like a pirate.
Yeah.
And but I'm not a real conservative. But I just thought, out of all the people in Washington who really said "fuck you, Obama" from day one.
Yeah.
It was this guy, so I felt I sort of owed that much to him.
Yeah, that makes sense, and I do feel bad for him. And then this Trump, what do you think about Trump? Do you like Trump?
I don't know what to.
Exactly.
I've been watching this guy for a year.
Yeah.
Okay, and I still don't. I'm gonna vote for him because look at the alternative, the thick ankle dog face. That fucking horrendous piece of
I'm gonna say that
sugar.
tonight. On thick ankle dog face.
That's
yeah.
I use that on my podcast.
Totally accurate.
Thick ankle dog face. That's what I could. and today, did you read the latest on her? She
Oh, yeah.
actually admitted that fucking she was hiding.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if I don't see her behind bars, I'm telling you, I'm gonna go on a raping spree.
There you go. That's
Shoplifting spree.
there
Sorry.
you go.
Yeah. So what was the question? Oh, Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know. Even before he got into politics, I used to hear him like on a show. I'd catch I go, this guy's a billionaire. He sounds like a dope. He
Yeah.
went to Wharton Business School.
Right.
But now I'm like, you know what? He's kind of he really is, just because he's filthy rich, he is more of a working class stiff.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Right? He deals
I
with
think so.
contractors and cement guys. He won me over.
Yeah, the problems that I have with Trump, I love that the problems that people have with Trump is always that he's offensive or he's right. I'm like,
I know what your problems are. with
right,
him.
exactly, as like libertarians, but
Right.
I've never been that offended by a single thing that he said.
Unless you're a real lefty, why would you be?
Right.
You know when he got my vote? And I tell everybody, I say this on stage. You know when he got my vote?
When?
I'm half asleep on the couch watching, and I see him going like this.
Yeah.
And making fun of that journalist.
Yeah.
And I went, fuck it, he won.
Well,
Not that I make fun of physically challenged people, but the fact that he's running for president, I go, this guy really is like, fuck you, I've had enough of political correctness.
Yeah.
Which, as a comic,
Right.
that's all I care about.
is it different doing comedy now than it was when you started?
In the early 70s?
Yeah.
When I was in my...
You're an old
Well,
guy.
the pilgrims were a little touchy, but not like these millennials. It is. I always tell this story, and it's true. After I was doing open mics for about 6 months, somebody said to me, "You're kind of like politically incorrect." This is, again, we're talking late 80s.
Yeah.
And somebody, it was a comic, I can't even remember who it was, but he said, you're in the right area because that's where it's going. And even then, I said, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I remember saying this kid, I think it's going to get a lot worse. And it got to the point. I can't even. It's got to a point where I don't even believe what's going on.
Right.
But now with Trump, I see a little bit of light.
Right.
At the end of the tunnel.
Do you perform on is there what's the worst kind of crowd for stuff like that?
For political correctness?
Yeah.
It's everywhere. We perform in New York City here. I mean, that's where I.
Right.
And obviously, the Comedy Cellar was my home for years, but that's on the campus of NYU, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
So I noticed they get in touch here every year, but they had seen enough of me on TV and stuff. I've been around long enough.
Right.
With even these kids know what's coming.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But it's if you're going to get offended, what are you doing there? Why are you at a comedy club to be that's problematic?
That's the $50,000 question. Why? I remember, if you go to the Comedy Cellar and interview the guy that owns it, he'll tell you stories about me. Each year I'd get in a few more incidents, and to the point where I kicked myself out of the club. and these guys love me. Manny Dwarman, the guy who owned the Comedy Cellar, he's passed away 10 years ago. He was this brilliant guy, Israeli, but he leaned right in his he taught politics. Just a brilliant guy. Loved me, loved my politics. He was politically incorrect. And now his son took over. And then his son, this was probably 7-8 years ago, sat me down and goes, "Look, Nick, you know me and my father love you and how you stick your thumb in the eye of political correctness." But he goes, "You're even making it hard on us."
What was it that you were doing?
I'd do some bit, and some 22-year-old Asian girl that goes to NYU would stand up and go, "You're just being a fucking ass." And I go, "Sit the fuck down."
Yeah.
And I'd go off on her.
Yeah.
And she'd start crying, and her friends would leave, and I'd be giving them the finger on the way. And after about 11 of those incidents, they used to come like 3 years apart. Then it was 2 years apart. Then it was like a week apart.
Yeah.
Well, so I sort of banned myself.
I think that they almost probably, right? Maybe they heard about you and they came there looking to be like, listen, they didn't come looking to have fun.
That's a great point. A lot of them, again, some of them are freshmen though. They show up at NYU from another part of the country or whatever,
right?
And they wander the Comedy Cellar because Louis made it famous now. And and you're right. But I got to be honest, the majority of them would still laugh,
Right.
But there's that handful, and it only takes, it's a delicate balance. You've done stand up,
right?
It
Exactly.
only takes one jerk off to ruin the show. But I used to kind of bring it on.
Right.
I got so comfortable at the Comedy Cellar. I was playing there every night. Tells you where my career went for 15 years. I felt like it was my house, which it's not. People pay to get in there.
Right.
You have to sort of behave. But I felt like they were invading my space.
Yeah.
And some nights I would just go, get the fuck.
Yeah, they're like, no, I actually paid. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's well, for me, it's like the things even that I like with TV that I've thought were gonna be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna get in trouble, and I never do. But like the Star Wars thing, that was like the most offensive thing that I said.
Yeah, what did you? I mean, I just read that yesterday, and I had heard about it when it happened.
Yeah,
you made fun of the people who like.
I
Star
said
Wars.
that I'd never seen it because I was too busy liking cool things and being attractive, and like I said it on Red Eye. I said it on Red Eye.
Oh, at 3
in the morning, and I didn't think anyone would see it, but like some like super nerd made this like hour-long video being like, Katherine Timpf thinks she's too attractive for Star Wars, and all the nerds were coming after me. I saw somebody made a video. It was like a cartoon video of them choking me to death. And I thought it was awesome. Exactly. I thought it was awesome.
That makes you famous. Nobody's ever choked me. In real life, they have.
Yeah, right.
Not in a cartoon.
Right. I feel like when people were reaching out to me, they were like, are you okay? I was like, this is awesome. I'm trending on Facebook. Sure, I have people emailing me saying I'm coming to your house at 8 a.m. to kill you, but like they're not. They're not.
No, you have to weed those out.
Right.
I figure I might be the first one that gets it.
I think, so when I have that happening to me, and then you see like people like Lena Dunham who be on Twitter, they're like, I'm being harassed on the internet and it's not safe. Like, who cares? Literally every day on Twitter, people are like, suck my dick. Like, that's just like whatever.
Suck my dick. There's no sugar in it.
Suck my dick.
Good for you.
Right. So
chubby.
It's like, right. It's like, what? Who cares? Who cares? I don't know. I guess I've never been upset by anything like that, which is obviously why people like Trump. Which is why I think Trump is funny. I mean, he's up there on stage being like, we got to bomb the shit out of him. Like, I'm a libertarian and I still think that's hilarious.
Yeah, well, Reagan said it. Reagan said that once when he didn't think anybody was listening. He was talking about Russia.
Right.
He goes,
right.
the bombing starts in 5 minutes.
Right.
Don't tell me he didn't get a lot of voters saying shit like that.
Exactly.
That stuff, you got to know how to play it. You don't say it like on a newscast, but when Trump said that, and people are all worried. Does he have the emotional? Do you really want his finger on the button?
Right.
Do I want a fucking 70-year-old pantsuited fucking crook's finger on the button?
She's awful.
Who's killed people? Who's had women whacked that probably fucked their husband?
Oh God.
I'd rather take Trump.
Yeah, I love that she's like, I'm a feminist, but it's like you actually are married to a man who's been accused of raping so many people, and then you like went after these women and ruined their lives
and smeared them.
and like they're saying that like oh, she killed my cat, oh, she threatened me, and like all this shit, and she's like, I'm a feminist and I'm here for women. I can't believe she had the balls to she was speaking on a college campus. She's like, the way that we treat sexual assault now is just not okay, and every woman has a right to be believed. And it's like,
there you go. There's so many and that's one of the sentences that could undermine her whole. There's so many things you could get her on.
Exactly.
I could beat her.
Yeah.
With all the shit, she's been around so long. And when you're a politician, it's so unfair to everybody, even her. Everything that you say is just cataloged now.
Right.
But there's so many things that Trump could hang her on. And I really don't think he should go after that shit yet.
Yeah.
Use that stuff you get desperate.
Right, exactly.
Do you agree with that?
I agree with that. I agree, like, use it when you have to, and it kind of takes the whole sexist thing out of it. And it's, with Trump, it's like he's interested. She's also just so boring. Could you imagine having to spend time like grab a bite with Hillary Clinton? Like, I would not want to see her eat. I would I just don't want anything to do with it.
I watch her and I go, oh my God, she has nothing new to say. She's saying the same shit.
Right.
That she was in the 90s
and
about sexism and misogyny. It's all the same. But you can't blame her for using that because the left has used that for years, the race card. The right hasn't figured out a way to trump that, no pun intended, to trump the race card. They never figured it out.
No, they didn't.
And don't say out there, you jerk offs. That's because it's true. No, it isn't.
So like her scandals, it's so funny that there's like the Washington Post trying to dig up all this stuff on Trump, and they have like he was his own PR guy.
Yeah.
That's a funny scandal. Like Benghazi email thing, not funny. So like I'd rather the funny. That's hilarious.
Hi, this is John Bannon. This guy's he's been getting laid a lot. I wish I was that fucking creative when I was single.
It's so funny that he just was calling for PR to be like, I've seen him with a lot of women. He's having sex all the time with very hot women.
And they do like a voice analysis on it. It's him, 100%.
Totally
you don't
him.
even need the computer analysis.
No.
It's him. He uses the same catchphrases.
Yeah.
You have to understand he's getting a lot of pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he comes on and he's denying it.
He's like, I don't know. I have no knowledge of that.
And people are going, this guy lies so much. How can you lie? Okay, because he's lying about trivial shit.
Right.
I mean, as opposed to, emails and the whole Benghazi
He's
shit.
He's trying to get laid.
He's trying to get laid. Is that the best you got on him?
Yeah, exactly.
Even somebody on, was it Salon or Huffington Post? Who was it? Somebody wrote an article saying, really, that's the best you got on Trump? He was a billionaire playboy in the 80s who was saying sexist shit to women.
Yeah.
I forget who wrote it. It might have been in the New York Post, but that's the best you can do?
He bought his girlfriend a bathing suit, like his model. Like that was like the lead story of that New York Times thing. It was like, yeah, I tried on a bathing suit for Donald Trump. He bought it for me, and then we dated. What
an asshole!
Wildly sexist accusations. And then she came out on TV and was like, I had a great relationship. I don't know why they spun it that way.
That's the thing. The first story that comes out gets refuted by the person who is supposedly the victim.
The victim of receiving a bathing suit.
I said on my podcast, and this was like a month ago, I said, by the middle of the fall, Trump will be winning in the polls. And then I had to correct myself the next week. I'm like, he's already winning.
Yeah.
By the end of the summer, he'll be crushing her. I really believe that. I'm getting that cocky.
I think so. I mean, he's more and more so doing better and better. Because she doesn't have, like you said, she doesn't have anything new to say. She's boring. I can't wait for the debates.
That's so funny. That's the thing that I feared the most because I don't know how Trump did this. All these in the primaries, all those debates.
Amazing.
I would watch him and go, Rubio won that by a mile.
Right.
And Trump would go after they interview him right after the debate.
Yeah.
I think we won that, and I'd be going, bull fucking shit, you won that. You got Rubio smoked you, and then the polls would come out.
Yeah.
And he would say he won 10. He'd win by like 10%. People said he won that, and I went, oh, I see. People are ignoring.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what he says.
Exactly. They're just like, what's he going to do? Is he going to say Rosie O'Donnell has an ugly face or is a pig or whatever?
Will that hold in the general election? I think it will. Why wouldn't it? People are sick. Hillary's the ultimate insider. Ultimate. Isn't she?
Absolutely.
And he's an outsider. I mean, if you guys, even you so-called leftist anarchists and shit, why wouldn't you be for Trump? At least he's, same reason you like Bernie. He's throwing a fucking...
Right. Well, it's just like she's going to go on and on with her can of talking points at these debates. He's just going to be like, I don't know, Hillary, you lie, you're crooked, and we're going to make America great again. And everyone's going to be like, woo!
Yeah, I heard you say that on Gutfeld.
Seriously.
That's all he has to say. He'll get a round of applause.
Keeps it short.
Do you think those debates, let me ask you, it's funny, I watch those debates and I always get worried because people seem to, I don't know how much they do affect how people vote, but I thought, like when Romney fucking smoked Obama in the first debate, and then the second one, he didn't put him away, but he could have.
Right.
He didn't lose to him.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how much effect those debates have, but I would think a lot because people that the idiot tube really affects people.
It really does.
Right?
It does. That's why I'm doing, that's why I do my best to speak the truth on the airwaves, right? A lot of very important. The Greg Gutfeld Show is the most hard-hitting political show on all of television.
But it's really, you say that sarcastically, but it really, I mean, the fact that it leans right and shit really does make it that.
Yeah, it really actually kind of does. I mean, it's interesting for me. People, I don't know, a lot of my friends outside of work, nobody's conservative. Really, that's young, but I think some of them think they're libertarian. Do people give you shit for saying you like Trump?
I don't talk about it I'm so isolated.
Yeah.
I'm married. I live in the woods.
You married and you live in the woods.
I live in the fucking woods. That's how much I hate people. I lived in a city for a year. I'm in a business that is obviously, I'm surrounded by liberal people.
Right.
The only person that I'm not afraid to bat the ball around with is Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Because we've known each other for years. I would never, and I don't think you can say this about lefties, I would never let politics get in the way of me being a friend to somebody or liking somebody.
Right.
But I think the left, they put that's their religion.
You support Donald Trump, I'm deleting you from my Facebook friends. What? I'm sickened and disgusted. It's like, dude, shut up.
It's a guy.
Yeah.
That's a guy.
It's a guy saying that. It's all, I mean, I just, and then Hillary, by the way, the feminism thing, the other thing that gets me too is the putting Bill in charge of the economy. That's great.
How about that?
That's
First
great.
female president. It's about time we had a woman.
But chicks can't do math. We know that, right?
But my husband, the guy with the cock and balls, he knows how to do the checkbook.
He looks like he's dying also.
He's not healthy. That's
can't
so
be.
funny you say that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't live far from them. I live up in that neck of the woods.
Really?
Yeah. I could
Fancy.
actually wander downtown. I'm not. No, my town's not as nice as Chappaqua, but it's close to Chappaqua. So that's my fantasy. Every time I drive through downtown Chappaqua,
Yeah.
on the way to the airport, whoever, I'm hoping to. I would love it. He looks. I agree. I don't think he's long for this world.
He looks awful,
Yeah.
and she obviously looks awful. Oh man, could you? If I don't know what I'm gonna do if she's the president, we have to look at her and listen to her.
No, that's what it is. It's the voice.
It's the voice.
Yeah, I was going to make fun of somebody on Fox News that I feel the same way about, but yeah, the audio and the visual is painful for
It's
me.
really and I don't know why she's her clothes. Like I do want to be able to talk about how ridiculous you look too, and you're a woman. Like no, and they're saying it's sexist. People make fun of Trump every day.
Sex. They make fun of his stupid tan, his
Yeah,
hair, his
exactly.
fucking. They always. It's so. I am so tired of. Really, I'm on the fence now as far as politics.
Yeah,
I go. Somebody said to me, a friend of mine, you watch too much news. You get fucking. Part of me, and part of me like, yeah, he's right. But one part of me is like, I don't want to follow this shit anymore because it does make me angry around the clock.
Yeah.
But the other part of me wants to embrace it even more because you know what I mean, and just go, no, so.
It does, and it's. I mean, it's just the sexist. That's criticizing her. I wrote something recently about how it was sexist that people were making fun of her for like saying she kept hot sauce in her purse. Like that's not sexist. That's
How is
just
that sexist?
I don't know. It's kind of weird to keep.
Wait a minute. How was that? I don't even understand that connection. How was that sexist?
Because sorry that she didn't. They asked her what item she always has in her purse, and she said hot sauce. People made fun of her, and they're like, "Wow, sorry, it wasn't a more feminine item that pleased your view of what." It's like, shut the fuck up.
It's in their DNA. It's been driven into their heads. I feel. Did you see the Milo shit today with him at DePaul?
Yeah.
I think this is all good. I think the left, the far left. I say far left, but I think it's the left in general. I really think Obama's 8 years has exposed what they're really about.
Yeah.
And Trump is like a godsend. Not because he's a brilliant guy, whatever, but I'm just saying it just shows if you follow their logic, just like the thing with Milo.
Right.
And they've lost the battle of ideas. That's why they get violent and start trying to shout you down. I think they're being exposed for who they are.
And they're like, we need to all get along. Also, I just reject the idea that we don't need to all get along. Like, I think that we should be able to
never
say...
all get along.
Yeah, we should be able
Ever.
to say mean things.
Of course.
I'm like a little pro-bullying. I think bullying could be good for children.
Should have fucking married you. Yeah, pro-bullying. I'm laying on I was talking to Colin Quinn on the phone. I'm laying on the couch yesterday watching the news.
Oh, yeah.
And I have it paused. I look up and it says, I forget who was on the screen, but it says, U.S. to China, stop being a bully.
Oh, no. Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, that's... stop, like...
Stop being a bully.
Oh, that's
all these
sick.
fucking nerds who got hit in the face playing dodgeball can't let it go. And that's who's running the world right now, including Obama.
See, I was bullied. I had a weird mullet haircut. Like, no, it was like a combination of like a Beatles haircut and a mullet and like I know. And they bullied me. And so then I realized it was unacceptable to have such a haircut.
When did you have the mullet?
For middle school and like the beginning of high school.
But you grew up in Detroit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A suburb of, obviously, not Detroit proper.
Well, right.
Where? Livonia?
Macomb.
How far is that?
Yeah.
All I know is Livonia every time. I bring
It's
up.
like not Livonia. No, it's not. It's like, it's about 30, maybe 45 minutes north.
That's it?
Yeah. And, yeah, I had a mullet. I used to wear like Hot Topic pants. I thought I was a punk rocker. And everyone was like, listen, Kat, you're a douchebag. And they were right. I was a douchebag. I would sit in the back of the class and write like dashboard confessional lyrics on my notebook. And now maybe I would still be doing that had I not been bullied.
Dashboard confessional lyrics? What the fuck is that?
A lot of feelings.
Ask the guy.
I had some feelings in high school.
Like what? Give me a sample of your dashboard.
Oh, man, this guy, Mark Gentili, I'm going to use his first and last name.
Mark Gentili?
He didn't
Italian
like me
kid?
back. He didn't like me back. I remember he was being my friend, And then he decorated the hallway of the school for my birthday, and I thought he liked me. Then he was talking to me, and one teacher was like, "I thought you weren't talking to girls anymore." And he was like, "Oh, that's not a girl, that's just Kat." So like ran to the bathroom sobbing, which was hilarious because I wore light up flip flops to homecoming. So I was like,
a mullet and light off. Wait a minute, this kid might have had a point. Mark Gentili.
Yeah,
are you listening?
Yeah, no, I doubt it. Now he's married and he has a kid. Thanks to Facebook, I know all this stuff.
Well, that's so frightening. The fact that you bring up middle school and Facebook is involved in your stories.
Well, no, it wasn't.
That's how young you were.
We're just friends now. It's funny because like there's all these friend requests that I sent out to people when I was in like college or high school on Facebook.
Yeah.
And like
now
years ago, and then I'm seeing them get accepted ever since I started getting on TV.
Yeah, you're famous.
I'm
now.
like, who is this person? Like, do you think I don't remember?
Do you have? It's so funny. I've ignored Facebook because I went on it once for 3 minutes about 8 years ago.
Oh wow!
And I just saw I didn't get it. Everybody's just the tone of it was look.
Right.
I'm running a 10K race to save breast cancer fucking awareness. Everything was like that, and then there'd be a picture of my aunt, and then a bunch of people I didn't know. I didn't understand the whole thing, and I'm like, I can't fucking say mean shit on here if my fucking aunt Carol is watching.
Yeah.
So I just abandoned it. But then I realized how. After all these stories about Zuckerberg and you know how many people are tied into that,
right?
And as a touring comic, you really
probably should be on.
You
Facebook.
should probably be on. I'm a Twitter guy, but you should. Facebook is the fucking is the thing. So.
I love Twitter.
Yeah, because you're a funny chick. 140 characters or less.
Yeah, it's great.
Brevity is the genius of wit.
Yes, it's great. I'm gonna do this boob ad read. All right.
Oh yeah. This is a bra ad.
This is a bra ad.
You need help with it. Let me
I have this bra. It is a very comfortable bra. But you know, finding a great fitting comfortable bra really is so hard.
It's hard. Ask my dad.
But thankfully, you can try Third Love's best-selling 24/7 T-shirt bra free for 30 days. And you can really try it, okay? You could take the tags off, you can wear it, you can wash it.
And then bring it back?
And then, well, if you don't love it, you send it back and they won't charge your card, okay? So they don't charge your card until the 30 days are up. So you can really make this bra your own and see how you feel about it. Just pay for shipping. You wear it for 30 days. And you know what? If you don't know your size, there's a friendly online fit specialist available to help you find your perfect fit. All right. You just have to go to www.thirdlove.com/cat. It's www.thirdlove.com/KAT as in me. Okay. It's great. Like I wasn't even wearing a bra at all, but like I was. And in a good way. All right. Try Third Love's best-selling 24/7 T-shirt bra for free for 30 days. Start your free trial now at www.thirdlove.com/cat. Is that good?
I got to tell you, I think you nailed it. I've actually tried this bra. I'm 54, so
yeah.
No, that was. How old is your podcast?
A couple months, like since March.
Okay,
April.
so I'm guessing you must be doing decent numbers to have a live read.
Yeah,
right.
It's great. I've been really, really, really happy with it. It's great because I can talk about other stuff that I normally don't get to talk about or shouldn't talk about on the air. But sometimes do, like how much I just hate people in the city.
That's what the podcast is for. It's the last.
It is.
I think it's the last space that we have where we can do this. Don't you?
I absolutely
I've
do.
been through them all. I've been through TV. I have my own radio show on terrestrial. Did
you get in trouble on your radio show?
I must have been doing something right because this was in 2007. I was on the air a month, and Media Matters came after me.
Nice. What did they come after you for?
I don't know. I was talking about hate crimes, and I had my facts wrong. Somebody from Media Matters, and then the New York Times wrote. It was right after a radio incident where somebody got fired, somebody famous, and CBS, that was the radio station I was on, gave us a handbook we were supposed to read about what we can if it was from the FCC. And the first things it said was the first sentence was words can hurt. And I said, words can't hurt. They've never hurt anybody. Blah, blah, blah. I was supposed to.
Oh, no. But no, I agree with that.
And Media Matters came in. But so I'm like, I must be doing something right. But but the station was bankrupt the day. It was Howard Stern's old station.
Yeah.
Right here in New York City, but they were losing money the day I got there. And all my numbers were going up in every demographic.
Right.
My last ratings that came out, John Manelli, this guy's a radio guru. He brought Rush to New York. He was a Bob Grant's original producer. I mean, just a real radio guru. He was my program director at Free FM. It was my first radio gig. He threw me on the air, didn't give me any instructions. He loved me.
Right.
And it was radio bliss when I think about it. All my numbers were going up, but the station was going bankrupt. It was losing money. Words can hurt.
Yeah, I feel like nobody on their deathbed is like, I should have made a bigger deal of that really was a huge deal.
I shouldn't have called my cousin a fag.
I should have gotten more upset about that one time someone called me fat. I should have started a tweet storm. I wish I would have spent more of my life doing angry tweet storms about people that offended me.
No, exactly. We've given words way too. We haven't. You and I haven't. But people have given words way too much.
Yeah,
it's a double-edged sword. Political correctness is changing people's behavior through language. That's what's so fucking evil about it, right?
And then now it's all this anti-fat shaming stuff because, it's like summertime. So look, I found this today. This is open on my tab. Meet the real-life superheroes fighting in the name of body positivity. I don't think this is helping anybody. Well, okay?
Those are positive role models. They're positively fat.
They're just a bunch of overweight chicks eating cupcakes. I mean, how is this
it's all based in envy.
Inspirational to anybody? Like they're saying we're fighting for body positivity. I don't think anybody's looking at this and feeling good.
I do. Dildo companies.
Maybe. I mean, look, this woman. I mean, they're like Huffington Post and Bustle are like, these women are heroes for fighting for. How is this a hero? What is she doing? That's for the world.
She has the same blood sugar as B.B. King did when he kicked off. No, there's absolutely, it's all based in envy, all this shit. And the other thing is, don't judge anybody. That's where we are. That's why we're in the mess we're in.
Right.
Not to sound like a fucking old, but seriously, nobody judges anybody's behavior anymore.
Right. I judging people. Everybody does it. That's the thing.
I have a whole bit about it.
Yeah. You can't help it, and you should. Social pressure is very important.
Yeah, it sort of shapes the norms. I don't know. But I do this stand-up bit about people. Here's a sign of a symptom of a politically correct society. You ever hear people, they'll be talking about some guy, and they'll go, he's a great guy. Never has a bad word to say about anybody. Make him a great guy. It makes him a phony fuck.
Exactly.
I can't stop bad-mouthing people.
Yeah.
I'll be in my car on a rainy day at a red light. I'm like, oh, look at this fat fuck with a tiny umbrella. Good luck. Good luck keeping that muffin top dry, shithead.
That's great.
Yeah, and just, that's what it's all based, though. To me, all this, Black Lives Matter, all this shit is based in envy, and that's what makes it gross.
Yeah, the thing is nobody cares about anyone's feelings. Everybody's selfish. You should be. If you're not selfish, you're an idiot, right?
Right.
You got to look out for yourself. Be like, whatever, screw you. Don't be dressing up in a tutu and eating donuts like this, like.
That's easier than saying, look, you got to change your lifestyle.
Right.
Because you'd be judging her if you said,
I think that it's not good to be. Obesity is disease that kills people.
Well, yeah, that's not up for debate.
Right?
There's sort of a lot of empirical evidence.
Yeah. I saw something that said that was a microaggression to suggest that being obese is unhealthy. It's like, that's science. It is unhealthy.
That's funny. That is science. Did you read one of my favorite guys, right? Jonah Goldberg.
Oh, yeah. Great guy.
Fucking brilliant, in my opinion. But he wrote a great thing, Which Party is Anti-Science. Did you read that in the Post on last Saturday?
I did. I saw it, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking how if you deny climate change, you're anti-science. But I'm supposed to believe a guy that has a dick is a girl.
We've talked so much about this bathroom thing. It's like, you know what I mean? Every day it's like more like transgender bathroom. All of a sudden, it's like, what?
It's funny you said that. Before I came in here, I was killing time at Don Antonio's little bar restaurant. And I'm sitting there, and I had to use the restroom. And I go to use the men's room, and the door's locked. Mm-hmm. And I was just thinking, I don't know if first of all, what Obama's trying to push is not even a law. right? Officially?
Right. No, it's
He's
a
just telling
guidelines.
a guideline, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck
It's
that
like,
is.
this is what I think you should do in the bathroom.
Yes.
As the president.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. His China's building fake islands a fucking mile from her. But I'm sitting there going, I got to really piss. And I go, wait a minute, I can use the fucking girls' room. In this atmosphere, nobody's going to say shit.
No, they wouldn't.
Right?
Right. They wouldn't. And it's like, and then the other side of it too. It's like there's two sides. Like everybody, every bathroom, the other side's like, if we let this happen, everyone is going to get raped. Like, I don't think that's going to happen either.
No, that is not going to happen. But here's the thing. Here's where it gets muddled. The people on the left go, well, you're saying transgenders are going to fucking rape. That's not what we're saying.
No,
we're talking about heterosexual guys like me.
Right.
Or, you know what I mean? Fraternity guys who get drunk and go, fuck it, I'm going to the... It's not about the
I'm going
transgender
to the
people.
ladies' room to pick up some chicks.
Yes. If I was in my 20s, I'd be carrying rouge and lipstick when I go to a nightclub. And I identify as a lesbian tonight. I'm going,
Yeah.
But, yeah, no. I said that one of my bits, I go, liberals have complicated everything to the point where I go, my buddy the other day goes to me, does a bear shit in the woods? I go, I don't know. Does he identify as a bear?
Right.
Yeah,
and it's not even like gay, straight, transgender now. It's like there's like gender fluid.
Yes, that means it changes by the minute.
It changes by the minute.
It's like weather, right?
And you have to ask people when you talk, like actually I forget which school it was, but they warned professors to make sure to continually, ask students which pronouns they prefer because they might have changed since the last time they were in class.
De Blasio is going to enforce that with companies here in New York City.
Yeah.
With corporations.
Yeah.
You have to say they or her.
It's like, I'll call you whatever you want, okay? But like, don't like make me the asshole if I get it wrong and like you identify as like a two-spirit like gay genderqueer feminist. Yeah, that's like a Native American trans. Like, I'm sorry I didn't know that.
No, I'll make a deal with you. I'll call you Zay or her or whatever.
Right.
You got to call me fucking master. Huh?
There's
No, seriously, I want you to call me master today.
I identify as a fucking master.
Yeah.
There you go.
Call me fucking daddy.
Well, there's people now that that identify as like animals too, and there was this one chick I saw who she identifies as a cat. There was
that must have offended you.
Yeah, a group of like sociological researchers from several universities.
Yeah.
They did a study saying we need to stop being so mean to people who identify as vampires, meaning they drink blood. They actually think they need to drink blood for energy, and I'm not allowed to be mean to those people. No, I am. Okay? I'm absolutely allowed to be mean to people who drink blood.
Well,
right? I mean...
No. Here's my thing with the whole... And it started with the gender being fluid thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to... I have to understand that a guy could say, today I'm a chick, and tomorrow whatever, and a girl says, today I'm a guy or whatever. All bets are off. I can say anything I want to anybody.
Yeah.
Seriously. That's my new fucking deal.
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's true.
start bringing back shit that was so offensive. Seriously, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Because this is insanity now.
Yeah. I saw a piece in the Daily Mail. I love my boyfriend and my girlfriend. Of course, talking about the same person. Sometimes it's a boyfriend, sometimes a girlfriend, depending on the day.
We got to write a show. Seriously. I know there's a... CBS got accused of having too many white male leads. They did the upfronts with their sitcoms and programming for the fall.
Right.
Too many male. First of all, I debunked that. I go, the reason there's so many male white leads, they're the only ones you can make fun of.
Yeah.
Without getting in trouble on TV.
That's a really good point.
Yes, that's number one. And I forget the second point. But CBS said, well, we have a show with the first real transgender character. I guess there's somebody on the Orange is the New Black or whatever. Some transgender person who...
Laverne Cox.
Right. Just the last name. Could you make this shit up, folks? It's like Officer Coons in the fucking Rodney King thing. But the point being is just, all bets are off to me. I mean... That would be a great show. You know how much humor is there for somebody who keeps changing their... I'm sure somebody's working on it
and
already.
It's like, and then you can't make fun of them, so you can't have the show. Exactly. That's a great point. I never thought of it.
You'll be able to make fun of them when they publicize the show. That it's all there's 8 transgender people writing it. There's gay people on the staff. Then you'll be able to get away with murder. It's all double standard.
See, as a female, I'm not bothered by the fact that there's no like female James Bond.
Apparently that's changing, right?
Yeah, I don't care though. Like the female ghost, but like what is
Why
this?
would you?
I will not rest until everything that was played by a man is played
That's
by
what
a
it
woman.
is. Everything's being overturned.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Hey,
think
Nick, you seen Hamilton yet? No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Why? I'll let you guess.
Yeah, no, I don't. Hamilton needs to be a woman too. We got to redo the whole damn thing. So we're talking about that actually on the Gutfeld
Linda
show
Hamilton.
tonight. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, I gotta go tape this show. So
You got time, Kat. It's only 5:25.
Is it? Because it takes me a long. If you notice, I'm like looking like my real self right now.
I gotta be honest with you. I like you.
I don't have my fake hair.
I like you more now like this than you on Gutfeld.
Oh yeah, I don't have my fake hair in.
No, you're fucking Midwestern.
That is true.
Blonde, hot fellas, if you're listening. Really fucking hot. I mean, she's hot on TV, but yeah, I'm not your Al, as they say.
Thank you. See,
what time's the taping? 7:30? You're gonna be over there 2 hours.
We gotta rehearse. Okay, I'm doing a bit with Joe Nosachinski. All right, we gotta rehearse. Look, this is that works of art like that don't just happen.
What are you doing?
We're doing a valedictorian debate. Did you hear about that school that doesn't want to have people be called valedictorians anymore because it hurts their feelings?
Yes, no cum laude.
Yeah, exactly. I was a valedictorian.
I know you were at Hillsdale College.
Hillsdale.
Should I go online and take their courses? I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm asking you a question.
You should, like Constitution ones.
You went to Hillsdale?
Yeah, it is.
It's an actual campus?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere, Michigan.
Did like Levin come and speak at your commencement?
Yeah, well, not, but like, yeah, people like that come and speak all the time.
I got a meeting right after this with his producer.
Oh, really?
His TV show guy.
Fancy.
Who was my old boss at DirecTV.
Yeah?
Yes.
Dude, that's awesome.
At Del Frisco.
Yeah, that kind of, well, it's great because they don't accept any government money, so they can teach whatever they want. Like, I had no experience of whatever the hell is going on in campuses now where it's like.
Can I take it online? You can,
yeah,
right? Mm-hmm. It would help me.
Yeah, it's great.
What would I study? The Constitution?
Yeah, we had to take a Constitution class.
You were the valedictorian?
Of high school. Yeah.
Wait a minute, Hillsdale High School?
No, of my high school.
Your high school.
And
But you went to Hillsdale.
I went to Hillsdale.
On a scholarship.
Yes, I did.
For field hockey.
Yeah, right. Could you imagine me in field? No.
Yeah,
for my we didn't take any like gender studies classes or
no. African American studies?
No, it's gender. What do you even a gender studies class? What do you?
Here's a dick. Here's a pussy. You hate each other until you get tired of hanging out in bars. Next course.
There you go. I know. I think we're doing a great job here. We're doing a really great job.
Can I plug my podcast?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go to connectpal.com/Nick. Connectpal.com/Nick. My podcast comes out on iTunes for free on Mondays. You can listen to that on Monday for free. If you like it, you get 2 to 3 more shows a week for $3.99 a month. That's $1 a week.
Nice.
So I started doing this in December, and it's climbing like crazy.
That's great.
So that's why I wanted to do your show, because I think we touch on the same
we sure do.
demographics.
We sure
and
do.
You're really, really better looking in person.
Really?
I've met you before in person. I'm just saying.
Yeah, thank you.
She's naturally, fellas. I was hoping the show was going to be at your apartment.
It's a
joke. Relax.
Yeah. No, I would love to. I know. People are gonna see. The thing is I'm clearly having a great time, but there'd be some asshole that would listen to that and be like, "She must be uncomfortable."
Yeah,
I've decided for her.
Somebody deciding for you. When I do racial shit in comedy clubs, and the white people get offended.
Yeah, I've decided for you, and that's feminist of me to decide that you're uncomfortable and not having fun.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That's the new liberal
like the Redskins thing where 9 out of 10 Native Americans don't care.
And it's been 9 out of 10 Native Americans for not just now. They bring that out like it's a new statistic. I read that statistic 10 years ago and they started debating this shit. So it's 3 Native Americans in Minnesota who have their feathers in a bunch.
Yeah, but the white people are really upset.
That's true. It's the white people.
It's the white people that are getting upset on behalf of everybody else.
You can't change that.
You can't. No, like I mean, I was Pocahontas as a child for Halloween one year, and like if those pictures surface, if I was running for elected office, it would be like breaking exclusive photo: Katherine Timpf, a child racist. Like
I went as Sammy Davis Jr. I was 22 years old.
Really?
That makes it even more odd. But is that true? You went as that Pocahontas?
I did.
Yeah, I always thought if I had kids and I lean the way I do politically, I would send them out on Halloween as just. It would be a baby seal in a wheelchair with an axe in his head and being pushed by a black woman in her 80s. That would be the costume.
No, listen, you got to be this. You got to be this. I mean,
we've had enough, and I think we've reached a breaking point.
I think
I'm
so.
hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Trump is like the fucking firewall.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, and they are eating their own. Like I wrote a story about there was somebody who was they were at all women's college. They wanted to be a diversity officer. They were transgender, but so then they were a man now, and people were protesting it, being like, "You're a white man now. You used to be a woman, but now you're a man, so you can't be diversity officer." People
You're kidding me.
No.
So these are people that would have been for this cause, but it's because the choice this person
made them a white
didn't
man.
fit into their. So it really is all about hating white male. It really that is. I've been saying that too forever. That's at the core of all this shit.
Yeah.
And by the way, the transgender thing really is about blurring gender lines. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That really is. Kirsten Powers, who I like, kind of a lib.
Yeah.
But she fucking lost me the other night when she's like, "No, that would be fine if an 11-year-old boy with male parts was in a girl's."
Yeah, it's.
Do you?
I
How do you
don't
feel about
understand.
that? Do you think it's about? I really think it's about blurring the gender lines. That there's no difference between man and woman. That's what it's all about.
I hate that too because I don't like people expecting me to know how to do things that a man knows how to do.
And vice versa.
I don't like it. I don't
know how to put in a
can't-
tampon.
My air conditioner can't work because I don't have a boyfriend and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Somebody help me. There's buttons on this. This isn't my job.
Oh my God, you're gonna get letters for that. What are you, a fucking idiot? Stupid broad? You need a fucking guy to do that?
Oh, I'm called stupid every single day by people with like 3 followers. Like, you're a fucking blonde bimbo, stupid bitch. It's like, all right. And every day it just gets
I'm like, okay, mom,
Right,
fucking
thanks.
get off the computer.
Thanks. Do you guys see what your grandpa just said to me? Like, is he off his whatever?
I got that yesterday. I got that being called stupid by a guy with 2 followers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's hack to point out he's got 2 followers, but I can't help myself.
I can't help myself either. It's
You
like,
know?
no, I'm crushing it. You suck.
This guy said, Di Paolo, talk about thin skin. This cocksucker has the thinnest skin of all. And then he goes, fucking nobody's buying what he's selling. And then I look down, he's got 4 followers. I go, nobody's buying what I'm selling.
Yeah.
You're fucking in your own echo chamber there, dumpy.
Jesus Christ. All right. I really gotta go.
I know you do.
Everybody,
I'm trying to make you late because I'm busting Gutfeld's balls.
I will. I'll let him
I'll
know
do
it's
anything
all
to
your
ruin his
fault.
show.
I really appreciate having you on. Everybody should.
Can I come on again?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't just say this. I told you. I fucking emailed Gutfeld before I told you. I said, this girl's really funny.
I
in
love
a quirky, cute way.
I love that. I really do.
No,
I do
you
that.
are. I mean, you have like this, actual libertarian point of view, and you're consistent with it.
Yeah.
And you said something to Dershowitz the other night that maybe
I said I didn't buy that Hillary had friends.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I was fucking dying on the couch. So I am a fan, and thank you for having me on.
All right. Thank you so much. All right.
got it.
Everybody listen, subscribe, rate me 5 stars. It's so easy to do, and it's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to work now. Other job.